Ivanka Trump. You know, we are currently going through a crisis all over the world where things are rising in prices, everything's getting more expensive. And obviously, her husband, Jared Kushner, works with Trump very closely, works with foreign emissaries. But this is a wild thing that she did.
What inspires me is people really swinging for things. I love individuals with huge imaginations and huge ideas. The ability to learn from them, to spend time with them, to be expanded by them is, I think, super interesting. And then I've also gone back to my real estate roots, which has been a lot of fun. And I'm working on an incredible project with my husband in the Mediterranean. It's massive in scale.
I think that's an understatement. Can you explain?
Yes, it is.
There's no power on this island. You're building everything from scratch, correct?
Well, it's an unbelievable, beautiful 1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's boat and we stopped for a swim. Effectively, that's how we found it. We swam to the islands. We went on a hike, barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just captivated. And it stayed with us ever since. And over the course of many years, we developed the opportunity to help realize its potential and transform it, but with a lot of restraint and care, because the land is so beautiful that really the architecture has to be fully integrated into it, almost rise from it. You know, it's not even a business for me, despite the scale of it. We not only the island, but we have 5 miles directly across from the island, this beautiful peninsula with a lagoon on one side, the ocean on the other, beautiful white sand beaches.
Y'all know why I'm laughing. There's like so many things that are just insane about this interview. 1, nobody asked. 2, during this whole Epstein Island debacle, you're like, yo, I think us rich people need another island that we can tell everyone about. And then 3, everybody is struggling to like make ends meet and people seeing everything get more and more crazy. Meanwhile, Trump's family's made like billions of dollars since his presidency started. And they're using all their connections to buy up everything. So they bought this apparently from Albania. Originally, they were supposed to only help redevelop some part of it and take like 10%. They're trying to take over the whole island and control it. And there's just something so nasty about like this incredibly mega rich person who's using all of her political connections through the president of the most powerful country on earth to take over an island in a foreign country. And it's just like such bizarre levels of corruption. And at the same time, all I keep thinking about is like them swimming in the Mediterranean. They see an island, they're like, do you think we can charge other rich people to diddle kids there?
But hey, make sure that whenever you do your taxes, you have the receipts, right? Or else, you know, this is, oh my God.
I'm just saying.
It's getting on my nerves.
So apparently this sparked protests.
Adriatic coast. After developers erected barbed wire fences at the site of a proposed luxury resort linked to the US president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner.
We are here today because we want to go to our lands.
Protests have also been held in the capital Tirana, where demonstrators marched under the slogan, Albania is not for sale. Critics accuse the government of opening protected coastal areas to large-scale development projects. Specifically this one, worth $1.6 billion, led by Kushner's investment firm, Affinity Partners. It would see Sazan Island and part of the nearby reserve transformed into a tourism destination. Developers say they will progress responsibly, but environmental groups argue it threatens one of Albania's most sensitive ecosystems.
In this stretch of kilometers of land, of wildlife habitat, plan to build a new city. It's declared 10,000 rooms, and what we hear now it's even more. So there we won't have any more the protected area. The delta of Vjosa is completely being destroyed.
Critics say comments by Ivanka Trump have fueled their anger. In an interview on social media, she said she and her husband discovered the island.
We were on a friend's boat and we stopped for a swim. Effectively, that's how we found it. We swam.
Discovered like she just stumbled.
You Christopher Columbus ass bitch. You Christopher Columbus ass bitch. Look what we discovered. Meanwhile, there's whole Albanians on this bitch. You fucking John Caboto ass bitch.
Could you imagine her?
You Giovanni Vespucci ass motherfuckers.
The bleach in her hair just starts to dye the water and she starts to swim to the coast. And as she gets there, she sees Albanians who are white and she goes, ooh, ha, you know, just like they're a rare Pokemon or some shit. Oh, we discovered these new lands.
Look at what I made.
We discovered this island. Bitch, people live there. You can fly.
Look what I made. I call it a preach phone. It's iPhone.
Oh, my
It already exists.
Unbelievable.
Shut the fuck up.
Unbelievable.
Bitch, get the fuck out my face.
And-
It's not even tone deaf at
Yes.
this point.
Yes.
It's you just deaf. You just be yapping about shit. Look what I discovered.
I don't even want to say I don't want to say different nothing.
No.
Because these people don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care. You can explain, they don't care. Yo, his investment, like, you guys don't understand how crazy this is. And some of you might be like, oh, well, what's wrong with this, Abba? When you leaning on your political office to make deals with foreign countries to enrich yourself privately, that is fucked up. And like, imagine you're an Albanian, and now because of this presidency and the corruption involved, their family now gets to own the land that's always belonged to your people. Yes, your government is complicit, but they're leaning on their world superpower to get these backroom deals. There's something so incredibly fucked up and corrupt about this, and the fact that people don't want to overtly say this is unprecedented, that this is different than things they've ever seen before, is part of the issue I have. It is a crazy thing.
And she gonna do all this while deporting motherfucker out of her country because they don't belong there. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of my face.
For me, it feels more like a challenge than anything else. The culmination of all of my experience in real estate, all of my travel, a lot of reflection on how I want to live, how I think people increasingly are wanting to live.
Of course. I mean, all of us want to live with a private island that we can redevelop for real estate and make billions off. Of course. I would love.
No, but it's just-
we would all love to live. Wouldn't you like to live with? Wouldn't you like an island off the coast of the Mediterranean that you can swim to off the yacht?
It's not a business for her.
Want to live like this increasingly? Don't you increasingly want to live like this too?
I'm so tired.
I don't know. I just want to reconnect with my roots in real estate and use my daddy's money so I can buy islands that belong to other countries. Yeah. I'm sorry. This is the most out of touch. But it's not just like with the timing of everything that's happening during your daddy's presidency. You're like, let me spend my money and brag. I will say, if this was Obama, they would have put out pitchforks.
God.
They would have aired this shit. If Obama's daughters did even 1/10 of the goofy shit
They would have
y'all would have roasted the
You
shit
would have
out.
lost your shit. You would have taken over the country.
Yep.
Now you're not doing shit. You're like, yeah, America.
Really build something that's a tangible manifestation of that. That requires a lot of vision, the collaboration of some of the greatest masters that exist. So I was just there walking the land, really just trying to sort of be with it and experience it alongside some of the greatest living architects of our time, like true masters of their craft, people with integrity so absolute, like there will be no compromise.
All she cares about integrity.
I'm so tired.
With her dad,
I'm so tired.
the man who lies 100 times a day, that's what she's looking for in an architect.
Integrity, yes.
Oh my God, the most corrupt. This is definitely like next level corruption. And it's so in your face and it's so everyday that people don't even care. It is like bizarre.
C'est vraiment ça.
It is so flagrant that you become desensitized. It's almost like mass shootings. They just happen so often, nobody cares. That's what this feels like to me.
DJ Khaled and another one.
Yeah.
And that's something we want to create there. So we're very excited.
What does that mean? People with integrity so complete, there's no compromise in their vision? Is that what you mean?
When you work with real artists, regardless of their medium, whether it's a canvas or real estate, a home, music, they don't compromise. Their integrity is, and they'll push themselves, they'll push everyone around them.
Are you guys hearing this? There's like 6 people off camera that I badger every
That
day.
you drive absolutely crazy. But actually, that's where you get to something, you know, and part of it, there's a push and pull. When you're working with an architect, you know, unless they're building a monument, right? They're building a space that people have to interact with, not just observe like a canvas. They have to live in it. They have to get married in it. If it's a hotel, it's their home. So there's certain functional elements. Like there's nothing uglier than a beautiful, non-functional space. Like to me, that's not a masterpiece because it wasn't fully thought through. So when you can combine something that is architecturally incredibly meaningful and beautiful and intentional with a highly functional space, and one of the things I love about real estate is it's tangible in a world where increasingly everything is not.
Kushner announced plans to build the resort in 2024 as part of a wider regional investment that included a former army headquarters in Belgrade. Last year, he dropped the Serbia project following protests against it. But Albania's prime minister insists the project will go ahead despite public anger.
There is no chance that this investment will stop as long as I am here. And in the meantime, I am absolutely open, as I have been on other occasions, to discussing it with anyone who has concerns.
head off.
Protesters have rejected calls for talks with the government, saying more demonstrations are now planned. Cara Legg, Al Jazeera.
And it's a tough thing when you find out your government is complicit with this other superpower to sell your land. I would be incredibly upset if our lakes were privatized by America. I would. I don't care what nobody said. That would fucking bother me. One of the greatest privileges that we have in this country is having good, drinkable water accessible for everyone. And even that is constantly being threatened by corporations and people who want to enrich themselves by owning these commodities. We have an issue right now in BC because not only foreign land ownership is actually very difficult to have here in Canada. Good. We don't want people from other countries buying up our land and then not using it to do anything but enrich themselves at the expense of people here. Good. There's an exception. You want to know what it is? Yes.
Exceptions for what?
For foreign ownership of land here in Canada.
Well, if they do business. Go ahead.
The exception is farmland. So what did these people do to create their new resorts? They bought up a bunch of farmland, and now they're going to be changing it up for themselves. And they've bought like thousands and thousands of acres of land.
I mean, they're going to be called natives Albanians. That's fine. No.
There.
No.
Yes.
No?
Someday.
I mean,
What is that line? You will own nothing, and you will like it.
yes. Native Albanians.
And it's just like to get on this interview and to not recognize during a crisis where everyone has issues with affordability that you're just flaunt. This is nothing impressive about what she's saying. She's just a mega rich person who just pays whatever artist she wants. And like, you think these artists like working for her? They like the money. But I can tell you this, working for the mega rich person to do your art is almost always tacky. It just so happens it pays so good. It's like doing 30 gigs for normal people. So you do it. And these people think they're so cool. Oh, yeah. So I had Van Gogh come paint in my bedroom while my fucking husband's mistress fucked me in the ass. They just like weird experiences. You know what I said is not far-fetched.
No, it's not. It's just I was not expecting that. It's not the far-fetched about it. It's like, oh, whoa, shit, goddamn.
I don't know.
Can you put a blinker before turning left?
My bad,
Because I
my
went
bad.
left,
My
but I
bad.
was not advised.
My bad.
I was like, goddamn, I'm in the car with you, but there's no brakes.
It's so nasty. But isn't this nasty?
You're right. You're
Okay.
right.
But anyways, I just wanted to cover this one story because I just stood out to me.
I'm
and
sick to my stomach, fam.